Hey guys, what's up? It's Silxnse back on another video, and today I'm going to be showing you some different ways you can use the pyramid in Fortnite, since it is a really underrated material and no one really uses it that much. One useful way you can use the pyramid is by putting a floor down and then putting a pyramid on top. This makes it so, hold up, if someone's trying to shoot into your base, they have to shoot through both of them to get to you, which takes a lot longer. It's also good because when you're down here, you have time to heal up, and you can also like get out and escape if you feel like it. Another useful way you can use them is that if you don't want to use up a ton of materials to like build something like that, you just want to use up like 10 materials maybe, you can use this and you have protection from all angles if you just move around, and you can also build up to change where you need protection from depending on where the people are. Another way you can use them is that if you want your building to branch off and be bigger, you would usually just put ramps like that on the outsides, and then instead of having to fill in the edges like this with walls, you can actually put a ramp down and then click on the outermost 3 sides so they're all up except one side, and then you can just go into the corners and click them like that. And then there will be like a little funnel instead of it being like blocky like this. Then you can simply just edit the different sides and then you have better peeking angles. You can also do it like that, so you can go on the outside and won't have to risk falling off. So if someone like gets inside your base and you're scared but you don't want to like build a ton of stuff, go like this, and then you can use this as your little head peek. But this side, you can't do that at all, you will just fall right through. Another useful way to use your pyramids in Fortnite is that if someone's building up on you and they end up getting a little bit higher and you don't want them to keep building, you can simply put a pyramid over their ramp like I just did there, and then they won't be able to keep building on. And then once this happens, you can easily just get your high ground back. Another useful thing that you can do when something like this happens, instead of building over them and then just trying to get high ground again, you can build over them and then under them and then build a little 1x1 that they're in too, so they're stuck on top of the ramp and then you're stuck down here. And then since these are all your walls, you're the only one that can edit them, and you can also put traps on them which will kill him in there. The only way he can get out is by building. And if you want, you can also build a floor up there just to add extra protection at the top. Another useful way that you can use your pyramids are by trying to find an enemy that you knocked, and then instead of finishing him, you can use him as bait to try to get the next enemy towards you. And then instead of having to worry that he's gonna run off, you can simply put a little pyramid on top of him so he can't move anywhere. This is also good because you don't have to use up all the materials of building like a little 1x1. Another way you can use them is very similar to the last one, but if your teammate actually gets knocked, you can trap him in here so that the enemies can't shoot him and he's protected. And then you can go fight the enemies without having to worry about your teammate getting killed. Again, another trapping technique you can use, that you can actually like trap like certain weapons or things that you just can't hold on to, but you don't want other people to get either. You can simply do that, and then it's a lot less likely for them to be able to see it from a distance. Instead of building 1x1 where you have a ramp like this, and you're peeking up like this and make your head very like vulnerable, you can actually not use this ramp, but box yourself in like this, and then build a little pyramid, and then edit open or edit up one of the sides, and then you can just build a little window like this. There's only like half this little window piece that they can shoot you from, and then you can like just move around to see exactly where you want, and you can just switch the sides if you want, or you can like completely turn it around. Yeah, that is very useful. Another way to use your pyramids, or to just use it to get over Loot Lake. This is better than building normal floors, but since your hitbox bounces up and down, making it harder to hit you. You can also weave in and out of these to make it even harder. Another thing you can do is if you spot an enemy, like let's say that boat is an enemy, you can quickly build a floor underneath and then put 2 up and make it into a ramp, or you can just go like that and then build like that. You have to be careful because if your pyramid is just like this and you tried building it up like this, it will end up breaking since there's no support on it. So the only way to do that is if you have it this way, connected to it. Another useful way to use them is to, instead of putting floors down like this where are very easy to shoot down, you can place a floor and then the ramp. So it's like a double layer protection and it makes it a lot harder to shoot down. Another useful thing that pyramids can be used for, that only really got useful recently, is that instead of having to put one of these down, a floor, and then edit out like this, and then look over and wait to jump out, since this isn't useful anymore since these blocks aren't see-through, you can actually not use this at all. Instead use a pyramid, and then use these, since these actually raise up, then you have more of a viewing distance, and you can peek your head up a bit and then see through. So yeah, you just have more room to see than when you just use the normal floors. This is also good if you're trying to build on top of someone and then do the edit and then peek, since you can, in my opinion, you can see through these easier than if you're just using a floor. But then when you edit these up, again, these raise so you can see through a lot easier than if you're using a floor. Like these, they don't raise at all and you can not see anything. Another useful way to use your pyramids is to use them as reversed ramps. To do this, you edit it, you click the 2 closest sides to you, and then they'll be like your ramps but reversed. Easy way to get down. This is good because you don't have to rotate your normal ramps, which will not be good for you because sometimes you forget to rotate them back mid-fight. So you'll be in a fight, you want to build up and you go like that, and it'll just mess you up altogether. So it's nice just to have reversed ones already ready for you. This will also make it a lot faster to build down since you don't have to worry about rotating them and messing up like that. Another useful way that you can use your pyramids is to place them on top of a really tall 1x1 and then build your walls and then take off the top row. This makes it so you can see from every angle without having to rotate anything, and then whenever you want to peek and take a shot, you just push up, take a shot, and then if you stand up, you can really see wherever you need. Then if you really wanted to, you can go like that, and then you have a little bit more protection, but you can't edit this one open unless you do something like that. But you can't edit it like this, otherwise the roof will fall off. One more useful thing that you can use the pyramids for is that when you run in from the circle and then you get in the safe zone, instead of being in the wide open, healing up and being very vulnerable, and also instead of building a 1x1 and using up 50 or even more materials, you can simply just put a little pyramid wherever, and then you can just edit your way inside of it, and then you can heal up and you'll be protected from every angle. So yeah guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.